What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we had the final review on the Fujimi Infinity Q45. This is such an amazing kit, very simplified kit, and it was awesome. It was a nice, easy, simple kit and went together super well as comes to spec to some Fujimi kits. Not all Fujimi kits are the greatest out there, but this one was definitely top notch and it was really nice, and this only took me about 2 weeks to build fully, so it was a nice, quick, easy one for me, and this is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and show you what we did to it. So the main body color is actually teal blue from Splash Paints. This is actually a really nice color. It turned out fantastic. I went over with a dark primer from Splash Paints because I want to be a little bit more darker than usual. And then of course we 2K cleared it over everything and wet sanded and polished it because I got some pivots into it. But other than that, the color was fantastic. It actually looks really good on this car. In this car, it does have some plastic pieces here as well as, like, you know, more modern cars. So you got some black, or not black, but it's like gray. We have gray, like on license plate frame. So there's some gray pieces here on the bottom of the car because it represents plastic. Like a lot of newer cars these days are basically have a lot of plastic trim on them. So that was actually add-on touch, which is pretty cool. Of course, we got the black trim and stuff going on here. And everything fit perfect. Only thing separate from the body was, of course, the rear mirrors, and it's going to be your bottom lip splitter for the front end. That's pretty much about it. That's pretty much anything that's all separate from the body besides your headlights and your marker lights and stuff. But other than that, it's a really nice body. Not too many mold lines, not too much cleanup, and it just really nice kit. It went together super well for the exterior. Of course, you do have windshield wipers as separate. These are the stock wheels. I did not touch these wheels whatsoever. I did not paint these wheels. These are actually the wheels that came in the kit with the chrome, like, aluminum look to them. It actually looks really good, very accurate. Only thing I did to it was put a little black wash in there, and that looks pretty good, and they're really nice. Stock tires, the tires are actually rubber tires, so they look really good, and you know, it actually sticks, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the whole exterior, it went together fantastic. Only thing you do have to do is paint the chrome inside the headlight bezel or the headlight lens type thing, because again, that's not separate. So we paint that chrome, and of course paint where the tail light goes chrome, or do bare metal foil. In the kit, it does actually have chrome foil, but this is one of the original issues, so it's a really old kit. So I did not want to chance that chrome that was in the kit, so I just used my own bare metal foil. And then for the headlights, I just used Automotive chrome pen because that's going to be a lot easier than just getting bare metal foil in there and, you know, getting it shaped. So because you got your headlight bulbs in there and stuff. So, but other than that, the whole exterior went together fantastic. The whole windshield is all one piece, so that went together pretty good. I did tint the back windows for a little add-on touch. Looks pretty cool. And then of course all the decals are actually from the kit, which is actually surprising because this kit was pretty old and the decals are pretty yellow. So I put the decals in the sun for a little bit and fade them out a little bit. And I wasn't so sure they're gonna come off the backing paper, but they came off the backing paper in like 1 minute soaking in warm water, so that's actually pretty convenient. So these are the stock headlight or the license plate frame, and all of the badges that's on the car. It was from the decal sheet. It's pretty cool. So everything from the decal sheet worked out fantastic. Your Infinity badge and Q45 badge right there. So yeah, pretty neat, and I wasn't expecting the decal sheet to be any good whatsoever. But yeah, exterior looks fantastic. The chassis, again, this is a curbside kit, so there's not much chassis detail. Only thing separate was mainly the brakes, the rear differential area, the back part of the exhaust, and basically the front skid plate for the engine stuff. So there's not many pieces to it, but it does look really good. I did some dry brushing under there as well to make it look like it's been on the road, you know, kind of rocks are kind of picking up and scraping against the chassis, so that looks pretty good. And yeah, the whole chassis is pretty nice. Again, it's a curbside, so there's not much to see, but what you do see from underneath there, it actually looks pretty accurate and really nice. Move on to the interior. We did an interior in a two-tone type deal. For the main seats, we did a beige color. That goes for the seats and the center console and part of the dashboard. Isn't that beige look? It looks fantastic. It actually looks really good with this body color. And the main gauge cluster area, the main focus of the dashboard is black. We did that for a two-tone. and that's optional. You can get that black, or you can get it all one color and from factory for the dashboard. But it looks pretty cool being black, gives it some contrast. Even the gauge crusher decal was from the kit as well, so that was actually pretty fantastic. And again, I'm really surprised these decals worked out. I did not add any seatbelts to this kit because I kind of want to keep this kit nice and simple, nice simple kit. Only thing I did to it was add some flocking in the floor. That's pretty much about it. But other than that, the interior turned out fantastic. It was a really nice interior, very simplified. Only thing separate was really your seats and one more piece of the center console and your dashboard and your steering wheel. That's pretty much about it. Everything else is molded in, and you know, like I said, it's a very simplified kit. But other than that, guys, that's it. I mean, that's literally it. The final review video on this is not very long because, again, it's not a really intense build. It was just a really basically out of box build. But then again, really nice car. It's just a fantastic car. This is a luxury car back in the day. I mean, this is full luxury interior. Well, that's how this luxury was back in the day. So there's no fancy touch screens these days as they are now. And back in the day, this is all old school. But this is an old school luxury car, and this is fantastic. The kit did come with a bunch of license plates, quite a few license plates. It did come with Japan license plates because this kit does offer left and right hand drive dashboards. Of course, we did left-hand drive for being America for me, and the kit or the decals actually had California license plates and New York license plates. I was gonna do the New York license plates, but I kind of figured do the California one because it had the blue license plate. I think it would go good with the body color. But I'm definitely gonna keep those old New York license plates. And I didn't know California had, you know, like a darkish bluish license plate back in the day, but I've googled it, and yeah, they actually had in 1989 they had blue license plates, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so this is a 1989 car. It won't look like they're still running it today. They got the stock license plate for it, or the main license plate for it, and they just register it and stuff. But it's pretty cool. But other than that, guys, this is a fantastic kit. I obviously really enjoyed it. A very fun build, nice quick build. I mean, it only took me about 2 weeks. If you had this kit, you can easily, if you're doing like a 24-hour build, I mean, you can literally knock this out in 24 and even 48 hours. You know, you can definitely do this in 48 hours. But I wanted to take my time with it, and the body color was the main focus for this, and the shine and stuff. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much about it for this build. It was fun, fantastic, and now we're moving on to something a little bit more complicated. But other than that, guys, there's some pictures of it in the photo booth at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But until my next video, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.